I'm usually not one for kicking a man when he's down, but in the case of Jason Kessler, I'm going to enjoy this. Now, if you don't know who Jason Kessler is, I spoke about him a couple months ago, but he was the organizer of the whole Unite the Right debacle, and that's basically how I can only describe it for more than one reason. Main reason because it was a failure. Only 2 dozen people showed up in DC this past weekend for that particular event. As far as the people are going against the protesters, excuse me, it was actually way more protest story. Let me get into this mugshot of him right here. This is Jason Kessler last year during the Unite the Right event that occurred in Charlottesville, last year. This was the day after after the event. This man was arrested for felony perjury. Felony perjury. Let me go ahead and look that up because I'm curious to know what that entails. Hold on for a second. The intentional act of swearing a false oath or falsifying an affirmation to tell the truth. The intent to mislead makes before a person who is authorized by law to permit it to be made before him a false statement under oath. Well, basically what it is, making false statements under oath. Okay, this was last year. Now let's fast forward to this year. He didn't get arrested this time. But the story that I'm about to bring to you is very funny, but I'm noticing a pattern here. So basically, after this happened, Jason Kessler fell on financial and dire straits. He probably poured all of his money and resources, or a lot of them, into this failed rally, and he doesn't have much money. So he moved back in with his parents, or maybe it was just his dad. Well, instead of him trying to get gainful employment, which I think at this point won't happen because I don't think anyone's going to taint their business by hiring a bigot to work for them, especially a known one. He decides that he's going to continue to fight the so-called good fight. At least that's what they're calling it. I don't know what's so good about it, but whatever. And he has a live stream, I guess, with another one of his cohorts. And the live stream is actually in the house that, his parents' house. And he's in his dad's room while doing this. He's not in his room or anything like that. He's in his dad's room. This story just gets more pathetic by the words. But anyway, his dad walks in on him having the live stream, and he basically starts telling his son about himself, saying, I can't believe you're a Nazi and you need to stop doing this and doing that. Then Jason Kessler gets mad at his dad for interrupting his live stream and decides to yell at his dad and telling him to get out and things of that nature. I'm almost certain that he has done this in his youth when he was a teenager to his parents before. And that wouldn't be so surprising because I find that a lot of quote unquote white kids will talk to their parents any type of way, and most of their parents won't really do a damn thing. Like I said, it's just very interesting, but the pattern that I'm noticing is when it comes to a lot of these racists, they, after a certain amount of time that passes, if they don't have any type of donors or any type of donations pouring in, they end up flat broke. I mean, look at Richard Spencer. I did a video about him a few months ago about how he went to a bar and he couldn't even afford a $4 shot of bourbon. When the bartender swiped his card, it was declined. He had no money, and it got exposed in the receipt saying that it was declined. I had so much fun making that video, by the way. Just like I'm having fun making this one. This guy has little to no money. His parents or his dad let him move back in to help him out. And he thinks that he can just talk to his folks any type of way. I'm telling you, these racists, you think that they only hate, people who don't look like them. They legit hate others who brought them into this world. I'm trying. It's something else that was mentioned in this article that I wanted to point out. Uh, Here, let me see. It was something else in here that I wanted to talk about. It was something about him selling something, and I'm trying to find it in this article. Okay, I looked at the article. Apparently, I must have been seeing things. So I thought he was trying to sell something. But what I did find out is that the reason why Jason Kessler is so broke is because after what happened in Charlottesville last year, he got hit with a bunch of lawsuits. And he probably lost every last one of those lawsuits, or had to pay some type of settlement, which is why he's like flat broke. That's why a lot of them do these things, is that they're doing it because they're probably trying to get money out of the people. And since this was a failure, his hustle was pretty much dead on arrival. But that's crazy how he's very disrespectful to his dad after his dad opened his home back to his ungrateful, bigoted son, and he trying to tell him to get out of his room because he was interrupting his live stream like a spoiled child. But I guess that's their problem, not mine. I feel absolutely nothing for this lame loser bum, because that's exactly what he is. He is lame, he is a loser, and he is a bum, just like the rest of them are. And then have the nerve to talk about us. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be down below. I'll talk to you in the next one.